Hello and welcome back to all of the Student Champs Grand Finals coverage here in Nottingham. So I am now joined by the wonderful Overwatch casters. We have Suzie, we have Puppeh and we have Gehan. Guys, how are you doing?
We are all really excited to be here. It's been absolutely amazing so far, and we are hoping for another brilliant day today. Can't wait.
Yeah, very, very excited. The games that we got on today as well, going to be really big, proper hyped up about it. So, and I know a lot of the students are as well, so it should be good. Yeah, looking forward to it.
I've been told I need to rein in my hype because I get too excited. So, trying to contain it, I'm failing. So, yeah, looking forward to an incredible day of Overwatch.
Awesome. So I think just to start it off really, how has your experience been with the Student Champs, like over this weekend, but also for the entire year?
It's been really good. All the teams have been such a high level. They've been an absolute pleasure to cast. And I've actually had the experience of going down to a few colleges as well to give a talk to the students on the shoutcasting course about what I do and about how I do it. So for me, I've been really interacting with a lot of teams. It's just been fantastic to sort of build that rapport and get to know them all a little bit better. And I've just really enjoyed every minute of it, from the casting, from the banter, like on social media and everything. And I just really love it, and everything's just so great. I'm gushing a little bit.
Yeah, it's been awesome. Definitely like a completely different experience to any of the previous years, especially obviously during COVID as well, being so difficult. I've been struggling myself with some health issues, so haven't had time to cast as much as I'd like to. But we're here now, and yeah, it's been an awesome season. So looking forward to the next one as well.
So, those who don't realise, I'm the newbie of the group. This is my first season doing casting for British Esports. It's been an incredible experience and journey. It's like seeing players grow from where they started to where they are now in the finals. It's like you can see how much they've developed, and to think these could be future stars of Overwatch contenders, Overwatch league in the future. We've seen them at that grassroots level. It's like we could say we've seen that journey. It's been wonderful to be a part of that ride there.
Amazing. It's really nice to hear you guys have all enjoyed it, regardless of how long you've been with us. So I think the main thing that people always ask and people always want to know from British Esports is how to get into casting. So how did you guys sort of get into it yourselves? Because I know a lot of people have completely different day jobs and completely different lives outside of esports. So how did casting come about for you?
For me, my day job is admin for military healthcare, so completely not game related at all, but I've always been a huge passionate gamer, since I was 5 years old or something. I did start doing a little bit of casting. I used to run a Yu-Gi-Oh tournament card game, and we were the first tournament to have a live stream, and I did a bit of casting on that. And I saw the advert come up on Twitter, via Hitmarker from British Esports, and I was like, oh, maybe I could do that, I don't know. So I thought about it. I thought, you know what, I actually know other people who'd be good for that. And I told them, I said, why don't you apply for it? And they went, maybe not. So I thought, why don't I apply for it? Why not? So I did apply for it, and lo and behold, I got it. And I just fell right into it, really quickly. When you have something you can just talk about that you're passionate about, you don't even think, there's people watching, big screen, all that. You just get on with it. And I think if you've got the passion for gaming, you can just ride right into this as quick as you like. But yeah, that's how I basically got into it, from admin day job to caster. It's my transition, but I prefer this job a lot more.
It's almost like Hannah Montana. You've got the best of both worlds.
Yeah.
I myself work in IT, not too far actually dissimilar from Suzie. I work with the military as well. And that's actually how I first really got into esports in general, is I played for the RAF team. And I was the main tank for them. I'm not particularly good, so don't ever ask me to try playing your games because I'll probably throw for you. So, but yeah, so I did that for a little while. I did some streaming for the RAF as well, which was awesome. And then we had a day where the British Esports and the RAF teams had a bit of a show match against each other, and from there I kind of met Elliot, and I can't remember how it ended up, but I think they ended up needing a extra caster, and I was like, well, I'll give it a go. I've done some streaming. I can talk, rubbish about anything. So, yeah, I thought, why not just give it a go? And yeah, I came to British Esports from there, really. So yeah, it's a bit of a weird journey for me, but very, very grateful nonetheless.
So my day job, I'm a community manager in the video games industry. So part of my job was doing streams and casting on some esport related stuff. And I like to talk a lot, especially to people. So casting being able to talk about something, a game that I'm passionate about, and just get hype about it. It was just like, oh yes, this is where I belong. And outside of like my job, I did like a lot of like casting for stuff like local tournaments for Tekken, Street Fighter, Soul Calibur, even some Yu-Gi-Oh tournaments as well. And applied for the role here, and I was fortunate enough to get the job to work on Overwatch, because that's my current passion, what I'm super hyped about. Sorry, I'm still trying to like keep the hype levels down here, everyone. But yeah, that's how I got into it. Just, doing it in my own personal time, trying to help others with their events, do that casting for help them, and now here with British Esports.
Awesome. So I think following on from that, and you guys have all had various different experiences as a caster, what would your biggest piece of advice be for someone who wanted to get into casting?
From me, on a personal level, don't let anything hold you back. Like when I saw the advert, I thought, oh, it'd be good for other people. It could be good for you. Like, I got bullied a lot for how I talk. I've had dental work done very recently, that's why this is really bad right now. But in high school, I was bullied a lot anyway for how I talk. Unlike these guys, I don't like to talk because of that. I have very little confidence. But I've got a lot of passion for gaming, and I knew I could do it. And I didn't think, should I? No, I really shouldn't. I can't possibly talk in front of people. No way. I just went for it. I did it, and I love it. And so I think just don't let it hold you back, guys. If you think, oh, I'm a bit shy, I'm a bit quiet, oh, I talk a bit funny, don't worry, just try. And you'll be surprised, like, everyone's different. Everyone's different in this game, in the community. So if no one else has got like a northern accent like mine is. Like when I first did the sound tests on my first stream, I was counting and I got to 8 and everyone started giggling. And like, what? And like, you say 8 funny. I was very northern, 8. I was like, oh my God. So I thought it would be like the bit lisp, but no, apparently it's the 8. They all found hilarious. But yeah, so just don't worry about it. Don't let anything hold you back. If you think you talk a bit funny, if you're a little bit shy, if you don't think you look right, everyone's right for it. So don't worry about how you look or how you talk. Just go for it. Just try it. You probably love it. You don't care once you're watching the game and you're popping off and you're loving every minute of the game and you're talking about the players and you're building that interaction. You forget about who you are and yourself, and just in the moment, and just do it. Just try it. Go for it. You can do it. If I can do it, anyone can. So.
And that's really good advice. Thank you.
For me, I think definitely like identifying your strengths. If you're looking to sort of go into casting, are you someone that's a little bit more left or right brained in terms of like the analytical side? Like, are you good at kind of breaking down sort of any sort of gameplay or anything like that, or are you a little bit more creative, so you're able to come out with these quick colloquialisms and unlike I can apparently, I can't even say the word. It's identifying those strengths and then just lots of practice. Like even just like in the run up to this, I spent a couple of days just picking out YouTube videos of different scrims from like teams in Overwatch League or something like that, and just practicing over the top of it. It sounds really silly, and you do feel a bit silly when you're sat in your room just screaming at a screen, knowing that you're not casting for anybody out there. But it's good. It's good practice, and it's like Suzie said. It's anybody could do it. Anybody could do it. It's very easy to get into.
And I think just on that, like being creative with things, I think my favourite thing I've ever heard in Overwatch League was Hardy charging an Ana, I can't remember who it was, on Mayhem. And the casters just went, he sucked that Ana like a Dyson Hoover. And I'm like, what on earth
That sounds
have
like
I
an
just
Uber.
heard?
That sounds like an Uber thing.
Yeah.
Because I just had it on in the background, and I'm like, that was like, okay. Okay. I have to pay attention now because that made absolutely no sense. But yeah, it's just sort of finding a creative way to describe what's happening, really, which I think is quite fun.
Yeah. I think what's also important is like be yourself. Don't try and be like someone else. Like me personally, I really going very specifically to Overwatch League. Like I really love listening to like Uber, Bren, Sideshow, and they're all very different from each other. And I can't be like any one of them. I have to be me. And like, as Puppeh said, like go to your strengths. When you start, everyone's gonna have like that moments where they like go blank. They don't know what to say. Play to your strengths. The more you do it, the better you get. Like Puppeh's really good at being analytical and being able to focus, highlight. This was the play. This was why. I just end up screaming and shouting as soon as I see a Genji blade, and like that's what works for me. You know, that's how I get people hyped. They share my energy and passion. So be yourself, do what comes naturally, but the more you do it, the better you will become.
Thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Make sure you catch the rest of the Student Champs content to see all the highlights and learn about the rest of the teams.